That didn't upset you and scare you? Get ready for this. The so-called godfather of AI just put out a dire warning that all Americans need to hear. He believes there is a 10 to 20% chance that AI, artificial intelligence, will take over humanity, and big tech is failing to get a hold of it.
A deadly robotic virus has infected our school. It's corrupting our children and compromising their education.
AI has been used to cheat for years now, with people writing essays or completing assignments through programs such as ChatGPT. But through our research, we've begun to be scared of a different kind of cheating.
The emotional kind.
Do you know what intelligence is?
What intelligence is, it depends on the context. It can mean a lot of things.
AI is the ability of a computer to be able to perform tasks that are associated with higher intelligence beings. Now, people like to tell you that these higher intelligence beings are humans. However, I know the truth. The human inventor, Alan Turing, conceptualized the first computer with his famous Turing machine, which is the basis for all modern computers. This unfortunately means that Turing has infiltrated his way into the modern age. The first AI was created in the 1950s, which subsequently led to the first AI boom during the 1950s to 1970s. However, it struggled with limited computing power and data. This is why everyone's trying to sell you AI now. They want your data so they can sell it to Cthulhu. Finally, that takes us to today, the 2020s. ChatGPT was created during 2022 and is the first major generative AI. These are machines that are fed enormous amounts of your data, which can then create new information based off that data. However, this is nothing new. In fact, the first generative AI was created during the 1960s. What is new is the amount of fuel it takes to power these generative AIs, the amount of information it can feed on, and the amount of people who are using it. Addictively?
Could you please state your name for the camera?
Jessica Copeland.
Okay.
And Ms. Copeland, how long have you been a teacher?
This is my 12th year.
And would you say a lot of students use AI?
I think, and I don't think all students use it to cheat. I think that it's just, it's a tool where you'd be like, why wouldn't I use it?
And have you heard of students using it for personal reasons outside of school?
Yes. Therapy.
I have used it for different workouts, like if I'm getting bored. That's what I'm like, I think it's really cool. I think it's awesome.
I've even used it to come up with games for my 5-year-old to play, like in the car, or, I think that's like the fun part.
As AI grows in popularity, its uses multiply. People seek it for an online companion, a no-strings-attached therapist, or even a non-real significant other. But why do these people seek such uses out of AI? It's not uncommon to see students using AI for answers or relying on it to do their schoolwork for them. But the deeper problem lies in why mankind is beginning to seek companionship out of a computer. Following the COVID-19 epidemic, rates of loneliness in the average American young adult reached an all-time high. According to a Harvard research paper conducted in October of 2024, it was found that 36% of American adults felt serious loneliness, whether it be a lack of close friends or close community to be a part of. Out of this group, 81% were reported to derive anxiety or depression because of this loneliness. Alongside lack of familial bonds and overworking, 73% of the lonely population found that overuse of technology contributed to their isolation. The issue in this is that though technology is a leading source for loneliness, society is moving towards higher technology use to fix this void. As loneliness and isolation increases, reliance on AI for therapy or a companion rises. Thus, technology use grows, and people fall further into the cycle that they have created.
Tell me about the first time you ever tried AI.
Gosh, well, it was exhilarating.
Tell me about what you're like when you're using AI.
I'm unlike myself.
my friends and family tell me that they don't recognize me anymore, that they don't see me anymore. I'm always glued to a screen, they say.
I think it's important that you start to feel human connections and start to rely a little less on ChatGPT.
You're right.
Some people believe that AI is a valid solution to the rising rates of loneliness. In fact, an article titled "Artificial Intelligence Could Help Cure Loneliness," Professor Preston states, "In an age when many people describe their lives as lonely, there may be value in having AI companionship as a form of reciprocal social interaction that is stimulating and personalized." However, because relationships are such a core part of human happiness, the substitution of real humans with AI comes with some risks. In a 2023 instance, the Italian Data Protection Authority banned Replica from utilizing data from its users. In response to this, Replica's most popular features were shut down. Previous users flooded Reddit, with some being so heartbroken by their AI girlfriend loss that the Reddit had to add suicide prevention information on the forum. So although AI might seem like a quick solution to loneliness, the reality of the situation is that AI is a system that learns by utilizing data and provides only temporary relief. To these chat boxes, you are just a new data point.
I was recommended by my school counselor to AA, AI Anonymous.
It's easy to fall down the trap of becoming addicted to and relying on AI, to take the easy way out with things like schoolwork or attention. But you must remember that this will reduce your personal relationships, reduce your ability to think for yourself, and make you helpless.
But it doesn't have to be this way. You can get better. Invest in your real relationships and watch how your life improves. Take the time to form real connections and see how much better they feel.
To those of you who aren't suffering, reach out to those who are. Remind them that you're there for them and support them as they learn to live without AI.
If we come together, we can take down this AI epidemic and improve the world and the people in it.